Kate, are you there? All right, looks like Kate might be having some technical difficulties, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it away. And then, Kate, if you could just text me so I can make sure that everybody hears me and that we are live. I see you typing to me right now. I already clicked mute and record. So once I get confirmation that you guys can hear me, I'm going to go ahead and kick off the call for this week's Saturday Rally Call. Once again, Kate, or Nikki, I'm sorry, is in Hawaii. She comes back tomorrow, so I'm covering the rally calls for her this week. If you're brand new, welcome to Warrior Babe. Really, really excited to have you. The community is on fire right now. Tremendous amount of results are happening and will continue to happen as this, community becomes one of the largest communities for helping women get toned that there are. So very, very excited to have you. Definitely at the right place at the right time. And in the right community to, achieve your health and fitness goals, to become more toned and to do it in a way where you can actually live life as a real human being, sustain the results and not yo-yo back and forth and, starve yourself and all the shit that most people think they have to do to get toned. So my name's Luke. I work with Nikki, and I'm going to be doing the rally call today. Because, once again, Nikki's in Hawaii. And I'm going to talk about just a few concepts that I think, when applied, will really, really help you achieve your goals much quicker. And for most of you, obviously, that's burning fat, getting more toned, and then, ideally turning this into a long-term lifestyle thing that sticks with you for the rest of your life. So you can have the toned body, you can be the good example for your children, so you can walk around and interact with life for the rest of your life with high self-esteem, lots of confidence, and everything that comes with, looking good and feeling good in your own skin. So before I begin, I want to reiterate how important the Wednesday FAQs are inside of the group. If you have a question, there's no one better than somebody who's further along in the same process as you. Obviously, you've seen what Nikki's been able to do with her body. I mean, I approached her 2 years ago because I just never seen someone with as incredible as a physique as she had, just perfectly proportional, beautiful muscles. And, once again, there's no one more valuable than someone who's further along in the same process as you. I said this on last week's call. They confuse life with a bunch of shit that just does not matter. If you find someone who has what you want and you listen to them, you're going to get similar or the same results that they have, period, end of story, every single time. Right? If you jump off a building, you're always going to hit the ground. If you do what somebody does, you say what somebody says, you're going to get what they have every single time. And for everybody who's listening on the call tonight, Nikki has achieved probably beyond what you even would want for your own self when it comes to being toned and having an incredible physique. So those Wednesday FAQ calls, I can't stress the importance of them inside the Facebook group, and then these rally calls. Being close to the fire, I like to say, is how you're going to stay on course. For a lot of you, this is new information. It's a lifestyle change. You're creating new habits. You're doing new things. And the more you can surround yourself with it, the higher percentage of a chance that you're actually going to follow through and do it. So plug in, stay on every single Saturday call. Put a Google reminder in that you come on these and get, realigned with what is a minority. Being healthy, looking good, making the right decisions, being fit, going to the gym every day, that's a minority. Most people don't do that. So you need to consciously seek out that energy, that vibe, that train of thinking. And Warrior Babe Revolution in this community is an incredible place. There's no better place you could go to do that. So make sure to plug in. And look in the group. One of the topics that I'm going to open up with is just understanding that you can do this. You look in the Facebook group, every day there's testimonials. I saw Vanessa posted something about 9 days WTF, which means, what the F, and her body's completely shifting. There's a woman named Megan who in 3 months completely changed her body. What's this say? Belt. I had someone send over a list of these names. I don't know who this one is, but she said Warrior Babe Works. She's a 50-year-old, and she's been working out for a long time. She's got an 8-pack. It's ridiculous. And, she said, Warrior Babe works. And what you should do is see that and understand that these people are no different than you. There is somebody who is just like you inside of the community achieving results, following the same information that you have in your fingertips. And the more you can let that idea sink in, the better off you're going to be and the higher probability you're going to have of actually following through. The starting point of all achievement is belief. So first thing you need to do is understand that you can make this work. You can get toned. You can be fit. You can be healthy. You can learn how to meal prep. You can do all the things required that will get you to the desired body composition, even if you've never had it before, even if you've never worked out before, and even if you've never dieted before, even if you're 500 pounds overweight, which I don't think anybody on the call is, it doesn't matter. If you change, things will change. All right, so that's point number one. Get in the community and look around and let that fuel your belief that what is happening for all these women can happen for you. And then believe bigger sooner, or believe smaller sooner, or believe more toned sooner, however you want to say it, but believe bigger sooner, right? Most people, when they get into things, they're suspicious that they can work. Right, so you see all these women getting results, and you're suspicious. Suspicion is not enough. You need to have unwavering belief that you can make this work, that you can get toned, that you can make all of these changes. And I can guarantee you right now that there's no one on the line, there's not one person listening in the world, in the entire community, right? There's about 3,000 people in the Facebook group. Not all of them are active. There's not one person in that group that committed to this and really followed it, followed the instructions, followed the workouts, committed to it, and went over time. And I'm going to talk about time later on in the call, so definitely stay with me. But there's not one person who could do all of those things and not see results. Period. End of story. Right? There's no one who, if they followed the meals, they didn't cheat, they didn't half follow them. Half following something is not following it at all. If you're going to half follow, then just stop. It's a waste of your time, so just stop. If you do follow it, you will see the results. Period. End of story. All right, so just to reiterate, there's not one person who could follow this program, follow their macros, make the little adjustments if necessary, get good at strength training, follow the workouts, build the muscle. There's not one person who, if they committed to that, would not see results. So believe bigger sooner. And understand that what you put in will be what you get out. You see the women achieving the results. They have the same plan as you. They have access to the same app as you. They have access to the exact same information as you. So how do some people get tremendous results and some people get small results? The difference is what they're putting in. Right? If you dabble, you're going to get results like you dabble. If you go half-ass, you're going to get half-ass results. On the contrary, if you really put in the work, if you really commit, right, you're in the gym, you're not just going through the motions, you're pushing yourself. You're keeping out of your comfort zone. You understand that you have to do some things that aren't normal to you in order to grow, and you do them, you are going to get results in accordance with what you put into it. And that will be how quickly your body changes. And it sounds kind of common sense, but guys, if you don't change anything, nothing will change. So if you're not already toned, if you're not already in the body that you really want, understand change is necessary. Welcome it. There is not one toned fit person who is not a toned fit person. Do you see what I'm saying? There's nobody who's very, very toned, very, very fit, very, very healthy who does not have the habits of a very, very toned, very, very fit, very, very healthy person. You see what I'm saying? So without change, nothing will change. And if you aren't already at the point you want to be at, then things will be different, right? And when they are different, when they are uncomfortable, that should not signal to you, oh, my God, stop. Go back to my comfort zone. Let's just skip the workout today because I'm uncomfortable doing squats, or I'm uncomfortable doing leg extensions, or I'm uncomfortable, meal prepping on Sunday. I'd rather just watch Desperate Housewives, whatever it is. That's not the correct response. That might be a normal response to you, but you need to change that. You need to understand when things are uncomfortable, you're growing. You're on the right path. When things feel weird, when they feel kind of shaky, when they feel like they're not working, that's proof that you are doing what you need to do to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay? So more of the same means more of the same. You change nothing, guys, nothing's going to change for you. Once you change, everything will become different. And in this process, I want you to understand that setbacks are part of it, right? I think we're so conditioned that failure is bad or that a setback is something that we shouldn't have. And most people, when they experience failure, when they experience setback, the first response is to just stop, to just give up, to just quit. I want you to remember this, maybe even write this down. Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. Like, Nikki struggled with her body for years. She struggled with her body for years before she got it under control and before she got toned. The difference between Nikki and most people is she did not give up when she experienced setbacks. So if this is a brand new lifestyle for you, understand you are going to experience setbacks. Welcome setbacks. Setbacks are a part of the process. So, just comprehend that. You see Nikki now, you're like, oh my God, she's so toned. Her body's just ridiculous. How could she have such proportionate, beautiful muscles? It wasn't always like that, right? And it wasn't always like that for anybody. It's developed through time, and the only way you can do that is you understand that there will be setbacks along the way. That being said, the direction you're heading is all that matters. So if you know you're going to the point, and if you're on the call right now, you need to decide for yourself that through hell or high water, you will get to the point, that you will make this change. Because without that decision being made, good luck. Like even me right now, I have it's for a different thing because I really have my health and fitness dialed in. But I'm setting something up. So on Monday, I'm just telling myself, this is what I'm doing. And I don't give a shit how I feel 1 month in. If I decided that for the next 3 months, this is exactly what I'm doing, I'm going to remember that right now I'm in a state of mind where I see with clarity that that's what's going to get me to my goal. And because of that, what I put down on this piece of paper, what I promise to myself right now, what I commit to myself right now is that through hell or high water, regardless of how I feel, regardless how the emotions sway day to day, that is what I'm going to do for the next 2, 3, and if you're trying to change your lifestyle, forever. Put a 2 month, put as big of a thing that you can that you know you're going to follow it, but that's the frame of mind you need to be in. You need to have a decision and make a decision that through hell or high water, you're going to make the thing work. And know that you are heading in that direction, all right? Because the direction is what's matter. The direction is much, much more important than speed because many people are going nowhere fast, right? Remember that. Direction is much more important than speed. And once you understand where you're going to go, you got to make the decision that through hell or high water, regardless how your emotions feel, regardless what your friends say, regardless of what the hell happens along the way, you're going to stick with it. You're going to make it happen. And that is the way people who make it happen, make it happen. All right? And all that being said, right, people think that, especially with health and fitness, it's also with other goals, but especially with health and fitness, people think that like someday, and I know why, and I'll explain why. People think that someday there's a point where they just get there. Right, you've heard the 21-day fix, which is a sack of bullshit. You've heard the 80-day obsession, which is fucking ridiculous. You've heard all of this stuff about 6 packs and 6 weeks and, just take this pill and you're going to get skinny and God knows what else it's doing to you to do that, right? The idea that there's a day where you have the body that you want and that it's like some finish line and time freezes and then it stays like that is a myth. It does not exist. All right, it's a fantasy, and it's a flawed train of thought that the mainstream fitness programs, the mainstream fitness companies basically just deploy into you because it's attractive and they want you to buy their shit. Right? Like, it's very, very obvious. Like, if you think you can get toned in 21 days, guess what? That sounds good. Let's give it a shot. You know how low the success rate is on those types of things? It's almost 0%. And because of sheer volume, every blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while, but, it's a bunch of garbage. So get that thinking out of your head and realize that being healthy, being toned, and feeling confident in your own skin that's a lifelong thing. Like, there's no healthy, toned, confident person who does not live life in a way that allows them to be healthy, toned, and confident. And once you make that shift in your mind and understand there's not a day that comes where balloons fall from the sky and all of a sudden you're toned forever, then you can just kind of welcome the process and really accept it as it is and really sink into it much more deeply, and enjoy it much more easily. And the thing about it is, it's very enjoyable. Like, yes, there's a transition period where your brain seeks like shit food, and it seeks alcohol, and it seeks instant gratification, and it seeks a bunch of crap, but there comes a day where everything turns and you become addicted to being healthy. You become addicted to being at the gym. You become addicted to a healthy lifestyle. You become addicted to looking good. You'd rather look good, feel good, be a good example, be confident in your own skin than, fall off the path. And when that day comes, my God, it comes for everybody who sticks with it. But that's when everything just turns into effortless. Now you've made the change. Now this is your lifestyle. Now this is who you are. This is how you live your life. And when I'm talking to you right now, I'm not talking to the you right now, right? Like, you right now might not be capable of being very, very toned and living this as a lifestyle very, very comfortably and very, very effectively. But what do you look like after 2 years of doing this? What do you look like after 2 years of strength training? What do you look like after 2 years of understanding how meals work and macros work? Right? Nikki can just eyeball her macros because she knows them. Right? So what do you look like in 2 to 3 years? That you is capable of the toned body, feeling completely comfortable in your skin, being a good example for your children, having really, really high self-esteem. So on that point, like, I was just in Miami, and I'm in very, very good shape. I work out a lot. I eat very, very well. And, I thought it would include, like, the moment I stop, my body begins to go in the other direction. Like, the moment Nikki stops, if she stops being healthy, it's not like she stays fit. Just to reiterate, there is no day that comes when this stops. The idea here is to make a long-term lifestyle change that helps you forever. It helps every single area of your life. It's like everything gets better when you're fit and healthy. Everything. Outputs are derived from inputs. So if you feed your body what it needs, every area gets better. Your energy gets better. Your mood gets better. You become a better friend. You become a better mother. You become a better lover. You become better in your workspace. You become better in literally every single area. And really wrap your head around that, because once you wrap your head around that, then doing it becomes easy. It's a no-brainer. It's like, how could you not? Once you're really healthy, once you understand what it feels like to be really healthy, feel good in your skin, then you will not have it any other way. All right? What you're doing with Warrior Babe and what we want to accomplish with you is a change in your life, like a change in how you live your life forever. We want to help you be more healthy forever. We want to help you be toned forever. We want to help you feel confident and comfortable in your skin forever. We want to help you be a good example for your children forever. We want to help you have high self-esteem forever. That is the way to go about health and fitness, and that is the way that people that really achieve big results, really achieve the bodies that they want, and really, really make the lifestyle transition, that is how they approach this. So, just to reiterate, guys, the people achieving results have the same information as you. You have the information. Once again, there's not one person on the call. There's not one person in the entire community that if they followed everything inside of the program and they committed to it and they pushed themselves at the gym and they got the work done day in and day out over time, there's not one person who could do those things and not achieve the results that they want, right? The variable is, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to put into it? And how strictly are you going to follow it? How bad do you want to make it work? That's what it comes down to. And that self-esteem thing, something that it gets knocked down very quickly. You know, you say you're going to do something, you say you're going to meal prep, you don't meal prep, you say you're going to go to the gym, you don't go to the gym. If you don't do what you say you're going to do, you knock yourself down that ladder of self-esteem. But just as quickly as you knock yourself down it, you can go up it, right? When you say, I'm going to do this, and then you do it, and you say you're going to do this, and you do it, you say you're going to do this, and you do it, you can go up that ladder of self-esteem so quickly that it is dramatic. So to reiterate, make the decision, you know, decide right now, today. This is a lifestyle change you're going to make. You're going to live the rest of your life with health, with good health. You're going to live the rest of your life in a way where you can have a toned body, feel comfortable in your skin, be a good example for your children. Like, make that decision right now on the call today. There's a redemptive power that making a choice has. So decide right now on the call today. Understand it's going to be different, right? If it's more of the same is all you can get. If you're not already toned, to get toned, you will have to do different things. So welcome it. Welcome the setbacks. Understand it's part of the process. There's no one who has really nicely developed tone-shaped muscles who's not good at strength training, right? How do you get good at strength training? By doing strength training. How do you start strength training? Not good at strength training, but just doing it over and over and over again, which follows making that decision, is how you're going to get good and how you're going to get yourself to a place where the toned body that you want is yours. Understand there is no finish line. There is no day where time freezes, balloons fall from the sky, and you're all of a sudden toned, right? Entropy is nature's first law. The moment you stop, you begin moving the other way. This is a lifestyle shift. Okay, guys, so you're at the right place. You're in the right community. You have the right information. You know, you're following someone. Once again, there's no one more valuable than someone further along in the same process as you. You're following someone who's mastered their body, who's mastered building toned muscle, and she's providing the exact roadmap and plan to follow for you to achieve the same exact results. All right, so decide, commit, understand there's going to be setbacks, and believe big for yourself soon. And you're going to be on the right path. Every single person listening on this call right now, if you follow the information, you're going to achieve the results, period, end of story. What you put into this thing will be what you get out of this thing, nothing more, nothing less. If you put in a little bit, you're only going to get a little bit. If you put in a lot, you're going to get a lot. You see the women in the community getting the results. They're no different than you. So if you take anything from this call today, take away that you can make this thing work. All it takes is one decision. It doesn't matter, you know, what you've done with your life up to this point when it comes to your health and fitness, how hard of a struggle it's been for you. That all can change with the change and with the decision from you. So you can make it happen. Thank you very much for listening. This was this week's Warrior Babe Saturday Rally Call. It's going to be uploaded in the app and put on the YouTube channel and posted in the group. We thank you guys very much for listening in. We'll see you next week, and Nikki will be back from Hawaii at that point. So crush the week. Set the goal today. Decide you're going to do it through hell or high water, regardless of how you feel at the time. Put a 3-month, 6-month date on it, no matter what the hell happens, how you feel day to day. You know, map it out right now, exactly what you're going to do, when you're going to meal prep, when are you going to go to the gym. Set it, forget it, and in 3 months, you will find me and thank me. All right, thank you very much, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.